look at those jaws and those teeth. That's why they break you off on 40 and 50. Dude. That's so sick.
That is beyond it.
Alright guys, so we're back at Jimmy's house. Just kept the one fish today, just this one sheephead, because I did just get a bunch of rockfish, and Parker and Oliver didn't have any fish, so I let them keep all of the fish that we caught besides this one. I wanted to keep one sheephead to do, I'll probably do fish tacos with it. Come up with a cool little recipe for some fish tacos. But yeah, awesome day. Hopefully Parker does submit that starry that he caught, because it was definitely well over the record. Pretty cool. We didn't expect that. So all in all, it was a fun day. We did have a couple of good shots on those big sheephead, but if you're not ready for that bite, they will humble you quickly. For a bottom fish, they pull hard, they're smart, they'll find their little hole, go back where they live, and they will break you off more times than not. That particular spot we've caught, the biggest one was 26 pounds off of that spot, so we'll see. Honestly, there's a good chance of getting one over 30. We got to be like in the right mindset and be ready to pull hard and have the right gear. Probably 60-80 pound. That 45 didn't cut it, but anyways, so they're still down there. So yeah, we kept plenty of fish for them, and then just this one for me. I'll make fish tacos out of it. So sheephead are not my favorite fish to fillet. They do have a lot more scales than just the regular rockfish, as you can see. So what I like to do is just barely score it, just kind of trace it down. Every now and then just kind of knock the scales off the knife like that. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that, lighting's pretty bad, I apologize, but yep, same thing. I just trace it down to where the spine is right there, and then I'll poke it through behind the butt, because I don't want to puncture the organs too early, and then trace it back to there. And same thing as with the rockfish, I like to trace one side, flip it over, that way it sits nice and flat, and do the same thing. Start the cut there, slide it on up. Those scales are kind of gunking up the knife, just go ahead and wipe them off real quick.
Hey, get down.
Boom. Of course, baby James is gotta be helping me out with the fillet job. How bud? Am I doing okay? Alright. Perfect. So there we go. Pop that one down. And yeah, just like that. So you do, when you trace it down to the spine, what I do is I'll just pop it over the spine right there, point the knife down, and you can so right behind the butt, and then just cut it back like that, and it does a great job of staying close to the meat there. Yeah, then you're ready to skin it. Just like that. And then you can take that rib cage off, and you're good to go. Nice clean fillet. All right, what's going on, guys? We are back here in the kitchen, and we have the sheephead thawing out right here. So this is a few days later. I did go out of town. I went to Utah over the weekend, so this has been frozen for about 4 days. What I recommend doing when you're thawing it out is put it in either cold or room temperature water. Don't use hot water. I think it thaws out too fast and it gets kind of mushy. But anyways, that's about ready. The SH is sheephead. So yeah, we're gonna make some sheephead fish tacos tonight. We got the boys here.
Hey.
We got some beers going around, and obviously fish stories are are also going around. But anyways, so yeah, we just thawed that out. We got the rice cooked already. we got our ingredients here. I need to cut up some veggies, and we're gonna enjoy some delicious tacos. All right, so I'm just checking to make sure I got all the pin bones and the rib bones out. Make sure there's no scales, because when you fillet sheephead, it's very easy for the scales to fall off the knife and end up on the fillet. So I'm just making sure that all the scales came off. Didn't end up on there, but it looks good. And if I see a scale, I'll make sure Dylan gets it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to comment on that sheephead. It looks very, like, it still has its constitution. It's not, like, pulled apart or soft or anything, and it's kind of notoriously a soft-fleshed fish. So I'm excited to see how it holds together when it fries up, and, you know, compared to other fish we eat.
Totally. That's a good point, Dylan. Yeah, absolutely. So, especially when you vacuum seal and freeze it, sometimes it does come, when you thaw it out, it is a lot more soft and mushy. But, yeah, so it's definitely holding together. I mean, it's cutting clean, not falling apart on us. So, wait, which beer did you say you didn't like? Let's use the beer that isn't tasty for the beer batter.
It is the FML, which stands for Fear Movie Lions, according to Stone Brewery.
Dang!
And it's a hazy.
I don't get it.
You can see that it's a hazy because there's this very strange bunch of pulp inside
Yeah,
of it.
there's like chunks in there, dude.
There's chunks.
It looks like backwash.
That's the most unusual acronym I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Fear Movie Lions.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Thought it was F my life.
Its most redeeming quality is that it's 8.5%, so you can forget about how it tastes. Really
After the first one, you forget about how it tastes. All right.
Otherwise, it's the worst in the batch.
So we're gonna use that one for the beer batter. Is that what you're supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, see, not smart enough.
Do you taste the oaky afterbirth?
The afterbirth. Yeah, we're big beer connoisseurs here. Doesn't taste like a Coors, I'll tell you that.
Dive deeper, Adam. Dive deeper.
It's honestly not terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's good, dude.
Like
It's
if you had
stout.
to like revarnish your wooden boat, like
That's the taste, I imagine.
Revarnish it?
Yeah.
It'll just it'd strip it right
There's a
off.
healthy like tree sap like varnishy flavor to it for sure.
We'll see what kind of flavor it adds to the fish here. That's ridiculous. Anyways, all right, beer batter going in. Yeah, the aftertaste is a little aggressive.
Pulpy.
I got the chunks. You guys didn't shake my beer up enough. It's all junky, dude.
The junky beer, dude.
That's nasty. All right, so oh god. All right, so I threw some pepper in there. Can you guys taste the pepper when I throw it in there?
No. I'm sure it makes it a little more flavorful, but I never really pick it out as something spicy or like bold pepper taste, you know? But I do it myself too.
Yeah, maybe it just, I don't know, maybe visually more appealing having it in there.
Yeah.
I just do it. It's habit. So yeah, threw some pepper in there, stirring it up. I actually need a proper tripod because this is... That's still a little too thick. Looks good. This looks very hot.
How many tacos does that much fish make?
We're about to find out.
It looks like 6. Maybe 7. They're quality 6 or 7.
We've got rice, avocado, all sorts of stuff. I'm kind of excited to try sheephead.
It looks really good.
So yeah, I haven't had sheephead for probably like a year and a half. Not because I don't like it. It's just you kind of have to specifically target it, I guess. And I've spent a lot of time like offshore and fishing like live sardines, fly line, right? So I haven't been fishing bottom stuff very often. So I'm excited to try it. It's been a while for me. Dylan loves sheephead, right?
Yeah, I'm a big bottom fisherman and surface fisherman, so I catch a lot of different stuff year round. Adam has been killing it on the tuna this year, and yellowtail and dorado, and doing all kinds of crazy in the summer months like he should. And it's kind of this time of year, so we bust out the bottom fish, and you know, it's nice to mix it up.
Shannon, sheephead?
I have no redeeming qualities when it comes to speaking about sheephead.
Have you ever eaten it though?
Yeah, I've
It's
eaten
been a while.
it. There's not a memorable moment of it being differentiated from any other fish. But then again, I don't have a great palate, so.
It's cliche or commonly known thing as being poor man's lobster because of its soft texture and what they eat, because they eat almost solely crustaceans, or you know, I'm sure they eat bait fish and other things too, but notorious for eating, you know, urchins and crabs and stuff like that. So maybe that affects how they taste.
So yeah, we got it kind of sectioned up here. Probably gonna make 6 or 7 tacos out of just that one fish. So this wasn't even the big sheephead. This was like that 3 or 4 pounder. We let Oliver and Parker take the rest of the fish. So just that one sheephead's gonna feed 3 adult guys here. I mean,
Yeah.
especially with all the other fixings too. We got all that, and then the rice to throw in it. But yeah, let's go and fry this up and see how it tastes.
Nothing compared to like what Adam prepares with the
Right.
fresh catches. We're not talking that realm. We're
The
talking
fish quality, but
something
their
that's been
preparation is
frozen
good.
and on a truck, likely like anything that's hit an 18-wheeler and frozen.
Right.
They put out a good product considering
Right,
that, and
right.
and that's what I think people need to consider is that it's been in an 18-wheeler for God knows how long, and they put out a genuinely like decently dressed product considering that. But there's nothing that compares to that
Fresh fish with good home
that fish
presentation.
that Adam that I came
preparation.
and picked up over here was probably the best fish I ever had in my life.
Right. That tuna was pretty darn good.
The Toro and the
Toro is like
yeah.
$8 to $12.
Yeah.
2 ounce.
No, I knew the whole time how privileged I was when I was eating it. I came over here and I saw that bag and I was like, okay, Adam just gave me like a freaking diamond ring. It's
Just
like
being a
showing
fisherman,
me,
you know, we eat like kings. That's the thing when we eat fish. You don't
Yeah.
even think about the price. You can eat as much as you would ever feel like without even
Yeah.
considering the price.
I took some photos of the sunlight was like coming onto my cutting board at my house, and I took some photos of it, and it's like.
Good idea.
All right, so everything's cooked up here. We got the tortillas ready. We got the fish, the sheephead there. We got the rice, and then all the fixins there. So yeah, on this particular spot, I'll have to go through the footage. I honestly haven't gone through it yet, but Oliver hooked a giant, and it broke him off on 45 pound. There are some big sheephead that live on this spot, and I am looking forward to getting back out there. I definitely want to take Dylan there, and hopefully Oliver wants to come back out and try to redeem himself from getting bit off on that one. But yeah, so here's just like a little glimpse. This one weighed 24 pounds on that spot, and we've gotten smoked by ones we couldn't stop. So yeah, we want to go back, and obviously we're not going to keep ones that size. That one was released. All the big ones get released. We keep everything under 10 pounds probably. That's kind of where we draw the line. But yeah, so anyways, we're going to enjoy this. I'm going to show you guys my little secret here on the fish tacos too. Tartar sauce. If you're not putting tartar sauce on your fish tacos,
Craft secrets.
yeah, the craft. Any tartar sauce, honestly, just a little bit. Like you go tartar sauce, rice, then the fish, and then you add this, and then oh man, I'm giving you guys all my secrets. Hold up, right here. Tabasco chipotle. It does not taste like normal Tabasco sauce. Honestly, it's addicting. I can't eat fish tacos without that and a little bit of tartar sauce. So yeah, we're gonna dig in and we'll see if these guys right here like it. All right, and Shannon's over here eating already. Already went for the second bite. That's a good sign.
His
What do you
progress says it's good.
think? Yeah.
It's really good. It's mild.
The fish?
Fish is mild. The batter's perfect. The batter's like golden brown, perfect, crispy. How Adam always makes fish when it's fried, anyways. It's mild. I'm not getting the lobster.
No, not getting the poor
I'm
man
not
lobster.
getting that. But it's really good. It's very mild, but it's got a great flavor to it. And I do get the pepper.
How
Do you?
soft? How soft is the fish compared to other fish tacos you've had?
Got the pepper.
It's definitely has a very it's got a really soft flaky texture to it. It's really good. It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Awesome.
All the bottom feeder talk and all the
Yeah.
joking aside, and the being poor man's lobster, it's really good.
Awesome. Well, that's always good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Look at those. Oh my gosh, look at those things.
Heck yeah! Look at that.
Unreal. Dude, Dylan's.
And then I need a bottle opener after. So first, we'll try the tacos.
All right, yeah, let's do that first, and then I got you.
Nice job, Adam.
It's really good. I love the smoked Tabasco and then tartar sauce, rice, fish. You know, I could list all the ingredients off, but the mix of it is really delicious. It does have a different taste and a different flakiness to the other fish we eat regularly. It's like smaller flakes, maybe the softer flesh. You know, that's at least my read on it. Uneducated, but that's how I'm picking it up. But it's delicious. It's really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really flaky. It's very moist.
Oh yeah, when you can do that, you can definitely see all the.
It kind of has it has a very it's very mild. It's less fishy than I thought it would be just initially by looking at the fillet, but it's really good. Very mild fish as far as I'm concerned, but it's really good.
That's a good point. Honestly, a lot of people I talk to that don't like seafood. I grew up eating. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like white rice and noodles and like chicken nuggets. I didn't eat fish. I didn't eat anything. So when I talk to people that don't like seafood, I always ask them, what have you tried? Because a lot of people, their first introduction into seafood is typically what? Like what type?
Canned tuna or sardine?
Yeah, canned tuna, salmon, tilapia, stuff like that. They're fantastic fish to eat if you know what you're doing, but they're very easy to overcook. And when you overcook it, very fishy. Mm-hmm. So our local stuff here, honestly, is fantastic. There's very few fish that you catch that taste fishy, unless you overcook it or you didn't freeze it properly. But
I mean,
yeah.
Have you ever had like a fishy tasting fish that you cooked? It's like very seldom. Maybe a random rare bloody bonita or something weird. But otherwise, like locally fresh caught fish. I feel like regardless of where you catch it, because it doesn't vary species by species. Just fresh caught ocean fish is good.
Totally, absolutely, yeah. So if you're kind of on the fence with seafood, try this recipe. I've told people multiple times. It's like it's kind of a weird It kind of like the texture is like a chicken nugget from McDonald's, right? Like the batter is like that, but then you don't get that like greasy, nasty chicken. Like it's just like fresh and not fishy. So if you guys are kind of on the fence with seafood, I'm telling you, try this recipe here. Just a little bit of flour, that beer batter, this stuff right here. Not expensive at all. Really easy to find. Any grocery store will carry that right there. And you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, I'm gonna dig in and then I'll let you guys know what I think. Yeah. All right. First big bite. Sheephead definitely has its own texture and flavor. Like,
I could pick it out of a crowd, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not comparable to anything.
And most other fish that we catch are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, you know.
Especially when you fry it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's fantastic. Like the crunchiness of the batter holds it together. I don't think I would enjoy it if I just like cooked it on its own. Honestly, it might be too soft.
It's really, really good.
You can't beat it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but put this next to a sculpin, a calico bass. I could keep going on a dozen different species, and I think I would probably like the other ones better.
Totally.
Than sheephead, just as a species.
Totally. But yeah, you put the sheephead next to something you buy at the store, right? Some tilapia.
Oh god, it'd smoke it.
Yeah.
It would smoke it, and that's just the fresh fish consistency and texture. It's like wow, you can tell it's amazing,
Absolutely.
amazing and fresh. You know, processed well.
And Chandon, he had a great observation. What texture did you compare it to?
It's very potatoey. It has an earthy, potato, mushy texture to it.
And that's so. Yeah, thanks again for watching, you guys. If you've tried sheephead, let me know what you think of it as far as like the ranking of other fish that you've caught. Not compared to pelagics, just local fish that you can catch in the middle of winter, you know, just the staple fish that we have here. And if you haven't tried it, definitely give it a shot. It's not bad. It just is very soft and very mushy, but yeah, with the batter and everything like that, it was fantastic. I think the plates speak for themselves. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about sheephead. Give it a shot. Very cool fish, and we will see you on the next one. Marcus over here with the drop shot, just filling the bag. Sick. Drop shot, tiny piece of squid. How's that for